Hey YouTube, making a little video here. This is my new rifle, new project, whatever you want to call it. I'm going hunting out in Saskatchewan for a whitetail with my son in the end of November. I have a 6.5 PRC and I was thinking of taking that. But then looking into the 7 PRC, so I bought one of those. This is a Mossberg Patriot, just the plain Jane one. Pretty sure this is the cheapest 7 PRC that you can buy. I got her all set up. You can see some of the stuff I got there. Start from the front. This is a Spearhead machine muzzle brake. 5-port self-timing. The barrel is threaded and fluted. The bolt is also fluted, spiral fluted. That doesn't really do a lot for me, but it's a thin barrel, so hopefully it cools a little faster with being fluted. It's a very light rifle, and you're going to need a big muzzle brake to tame the recoil. Got my Discovery EDPRS Gen 2 5 to 25 by 56 on there, and we're shooting 180 LDMs, Lapua brass, H1000. I've also tested N565 Vitavori. I've only taken about 30 shots so far with it, but it's shooting really well, especially for a light barrel. Middle of the summer, it's getting pretty heated, but I use a barrel chiller and a little fan I bought to cool the outside of the barrel. I'll show you what I've got so far for groups. I'm just done some ladder tests so far and a couple of groups. I thought I'd show this also about this muzzle brake. It has ports on top to reduce the muzzle rise. I have other muzzle brakes that have the same thing. I like that feature. It'll help you stay on target, and you should be able to shoot a lot better with that, especially from a Magnum caliber. Okay, here's a couple of targets from my first initial testing. My first ever shooting this gun. They're all my first shots are right here. I started out down here. This was the very first shot out of the rifle. And this is all 100 yards. I wrote down the loads. They're all 180 grain ELDMs. Sorry for my messy handwriting. And that's a little bit of a ladder with H48 31 SC, and then this is H1000. I wrote the loads on the right hand side there, and I numbered where everyone hit. I'm not doing the Satterley method. I'm just doing a ladder and seeing which grain weights like to group together. Try and work with that. Can see that shot 2, 3, and 4 grouped together really well, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pretty sure shot 5 was me. I was over to the right when it went off, I'm pretty sure. And then another day I went and shot N565, but I didn't notice until I got home that my muzzle brake came loose a little bit. I shot these first because they seemed to do good the first day, but these 3 up here with the 67 grains and these 3 here with the 67.5 grains of H1000, and not very impressive. I'm not sure if the brake was loose on that or not, but probably. They're not horrible, they're just over an inch And up here, that's got to be because of the muzzle brake. I wrote down the speeds and the loads. I'm going to do a little bit further testing on these. You can see that shots 2, 3, 4, and 5 group pretty well together. But I tightened down the muzzle brake and I put a little drop of blue Loctite on there. And hopefully it won't come loose again. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.